How do I know if it's going?
Is it counting?
Where? Yeah. So you have to erase me off of there. All right, go ahead.
Drunk driving is dangerous and costly in multiple ways. Drunk driving claims over 10,000 lives per year, and in 2010 contributed to over $44 billion in costs. According to the NHTSA, every day almost 30 people in the United States die in drunk driving crashes. That's one person every 50 minutes. I'll explain how harmful and deadly drunk driving is in the next few minutes. Drinking and driving can cost people lives. Driving while impaired can cost you your life in more ways than one. You could face jail time, a fine, and even lose your life altogether, or you could cost someone else theirs. Charges could range from misdemeanors to felony offenses. Other penalties include jail time, fines, and losing your license. Fines can be upwards of $10,000 for a first-time offender. In some states, they even implement the use of an ignition interlock device. That's a device that makes the driver of the car have to blow into a breathalyzer before the car will even start. The driver must blow below a .02 BAC. It can also cost you on your insurance in the future. You may have steep rates and may need to have an SR22 form, which is an additional document showing that your insurance meets state minimums. In Indiana, the jail time is 60 days to 1 year. The fine is $500 to $5,000, and the license suspension is 180 days. And currently there is nothing in place to require the ignition interlock device. Driving after drinking any amount of alcohol is dangerous. However, the legal limit is .08% BAC, or blood alcohol concentration, in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and Puerto Rico. BAC is measured by a breathalyzer or a blood test. According to Alcohol Rehab Guide, several ways that alcohol impairs your driving are slow reaction time, lack of coordination, reduced concentration, decreased vision, and inhibit judgment. According to the Addiction Center, alcohol's sedative effects impair a driver's decision-making skills and coordination. An impaired driver lacks the ability to decisively avoid an accident or even perform routine driving measures. Drunk driving is not limited to those in cars and trucks and such. It also includes motorcycles, boats, jet skis, and even golf carts. The issue is still huge, though it has gone down in the last several years, and it affects different types of people. According to the CDC, in 2016, 10,497 people died in alcohol-impaired driving crashes, accounting for 28% of all traffic-related deaths in the United States. 17% of the traffic deaths that year were children ranging in ages from 0 to 14 were alcohol-related. At risk most is young people, according to the CDC. Among drivers with BAC levels of .08% or higher involved in fatal crashes in 2016, nearly 3 in 10 were between ages 25 and 34 years of age, 27%. The next two largest groups were ages 21 to 24 at 26% and 35 to 44 at 22%. According to the CDC, drivers with a BAC of .08% or higher involved in fatal crashes were 4.5 times more likely to have a prior conviction for a DWI than were drivers with no alcohol in their system, 9% and 2% respectively. Things can be done to prevent drinking and driving. The enforcing of existing laws, such as the 0.08% law and minimum legal drinking age plus zero tolerance for drivers under 21. The requirement of ignition interlock systems for all offenders, sobriety checkpoints, putting effort into education about drinking and driving in schools and communities, mandatory substance abuse treatment for all offenders, and raising the price of alcohol by increasing the tax are some of those things that we could do to help prevent drunk driving. What you can do as an individual is always designate a sober driver before you drink. Don't let friends drive drunk. Take their keys away if you have to. Get a ride home from someone sober, a taxi, or a ride share service. If you're serving alcohol in your home, be mindful that everyone has a safe and sober way home. Today, I emphasize the high cost of drinking and driving. There's the possible fines, jail time, higher insurance rates, loss of license, and the greatest cost of all, the loss of a life. Drunk driving can and will kill people, and it may be someone you know. My sister lost her boyfriend to a drunk driving crash several years ago, and it was devastating for her. I urge you to think before you drink and drive. Thank you.